Hey everybody, welcome back to Metal Slug Anthology, where today we'll be playing Metal Slug 2.
No.
Well, I was hoping for a better joke, but yeah, actually we're going to play Metal Slug X.
No.
Okay, what about bad JPEG there?
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason, like when you play this on PS5, I'm assuming that's the reason. Like, look at that. Which hopefully those are going to be the only problems, and we won't encounter any problems in the game itself. We would play 2, but we're just going to play X. It's 2.
X is just an improved 2.
Yeah. With some...
It's 2 Game of the Year edition.
Yeah.
2 Final Mix.
2 Final Mix HD. Pay more, Metal Slug X! Yo, look at this weird art style. Wait. That's right, just press square for some reason. We didn't want to use no girls. So, yeah. Like, this place originally had,
Sorry, I just straight up wasn't even thinking.
Was that music I was imitating that one time?
And, you know, and this one was like... Oh, yeah, this was in the daytime in the original one.
Yeah, in the original one, you had, like, what, Arabian people or whatever?
You had what?
You had, like, people more of this country chasing after you instead of these soldiers.
Oh, wait. We can't play the original, you know, people thought it was racist version. Now I kind of want to play the original just to spite people. I didn't realize that's why it was redone. I thought.
Well, I don't know if that. I don't know if that's strictly the reason. I think they were just improving some things too.
As fun as the original Metal Slug was, I think this one was. I have a blast playing this one.
Yeah. What about 3?
For a second there, when we couldn't move, I was like.
Like, was that the level? Was already over?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be over. I was like, there's no way.
So, like, those guys I just killed right there, like, those are the ones.
How do I get on this thing?
Oh, I don't think you can get on that one.
Oh, dang it.
You know, I took your camel. And then suddenly we have the aliens.
Yeah, aliens become like a big part of the game.
Now you got the titular
yeah.
vehicle. By the way, baby there.
What?
There was just a baby there.
And it's chilling in the background?
I mean, like in our ground, whatever you call it.
What, did you collect it? Like, what's the...
I don't know what the deal is. But yeah, see those guys right there in the turbans. It's like those are the ones that you. I mean, they don't look exactly like that, but they were. Those are the types of guys that you.
Oops,
that you
fight. I did not mean. I forgot. Like, vehicles in this game, you can just like send them flying.
I know.
But I can't actually remember how it happens. But I did it on accident.
Yeah, you know
wow, we survived.
Yeah, we went through that without dying. And that's the only way you can get bonuses from those things. Is just
from the POWs, yeah.
Yeah, this is if you don't die. It's just like, well, that's a near impossible thing to do in this game. To not die.
Wait for it. Okay.
Gubbies. Gubbies.
Albany's World's Best are my favorite gummies.
Huh. So I think this one, yeah, we gotta like climb the pyramid or go down the pyramid and...
So if anyone ever wants to send me some of those gummies to P.O. Box, I'm playing a game, you can.
P.O. Box, I'm playing a game.
Yep.
No self-promotions, Andrew. Should we go up here or go in there?
Dude, the zombie stuff in this game is wild.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, the first one is honestly a lot grittier in terms of it was all humanity and, like,
yeah,
you know, things are just terrible in the world. Now it's more like supernatural horrors.
Yeah, supernatural horrors, and you start to realize, like, how cartoony some things get, though. It's Amine. But yeah, there was just some differences here and there. This one, I think the inside here was a little different looking in the original. But yeah, there's
freaking zombies sound like trains.
Now these are mummies. Get the specific zombies right. I think it's in the third game when like you can become a zombie and like you're.
Wasn't this one?
I don't think it's this one. But like, I think in the. Well, you can become a mummy here, but like in the third game you become a zombie.
Okay.
And
well, this is where I need the serum.
The serum.
I do like how you just like kind of crouch into like
yeah.
You know, to your bandages.
Yeah.
Move slower. So like it's not a state you want to be in.
Yeah. Well, I'm in it.
Kind of like New Jersey. It's a state you don't want to be in. Or Ohio.
Or Chicago, Illinois. That's a state you want to be in. But yeah, or simultaneously shooting. Hi, person.
What's going on, dog?
He's a person, not a dog. Ow. I died.
See if I can't. Yeah, there we go.
So so what about the overwhelming number of like mistakes that Nintendo's making right now? Like before the Switch 2 even comes out?
With the price, not making the games actually be on the cartridge, stuff like that.
Yeah, cause you know, it's like everyone's talked about before. It's like you went from, it's like we went from having
poverty Nintendo. Ah, crap.
Yeah, well that too. But what I'm saying is, we went from like being really excited while watching the Direct to finding out the prices and being extremely angry, and then finding out more about what they're gonna do. Like, I think, okay, it's somewhat understandable, but it's still disappointing that, like, the,
Let me get serum.
Okay. Like, the fact that, there's gonna be, chicken. The fact that, like, the battery life for the Switch 2, on, like, I think, like, let's see. Max is like a maximum of like 3 point something hours, and like, you know, some games might cause it to like run at like an hour and something of gameplay. Like in handheld mode, I mean.
Now, on a very personal level, that doesn't bother me.
Well, yeah, I know.
Because
I know because you're a freak who doesn't do handheld. But...
I don't. I mean, not with the Switch. I just picked up a cat.
Sure. Ah! I didn't want to... I died.
Frick.
So, but yeah, the amount of, like, things that you learn about it, it's more and more discouraging to get a Switch 2 right now.
To slap their hands like we had to do with the 3DS and that price point.
Yeah.
It'd be like, okay, listen here. Listen here, Pintendo.
Pintendo. Yeah, freaking...
Or how about Rich Tendo?
But, like...
Frick.
And again, I mean, people who tried to blame the tariffs, the Nintendo already confirmed that it wasn't even the tariffs, they were just going to price it that anyway. So, I think, like, there's a button on there that when you press it, it takes you to something that you have to pay for. Or you can't really use it unless you pay for something. I don't remember what it was. The camera thing is... I've just been hearing all kinds of things that just, like... even without the bad prices, it just doesn't sound very appealing. Like, the games look good. Some of the games look good that are coming out, but like, oh yeah, where you can kill that guy. Ow!
I don't understand how some of these places connect though.
Don't worry about it.
Like, I get being like out in the desert and like ending up in like a basically a pyramid.
Yeah.
But like, what the heck with this?
Yeah. We'll be right back. And that's how I got rid of the rash. Anyway, did you see the pause menu? Okay, for a bit it was like beep, beep,
Yeah,
flashing a light. Yeah. Anyway, so
okay, so they're just driving trucks up on this moving train.
Yeah, why not? I know it's crazy. Trains don't exist. But let's see. Yeah, I know I've been ranting about Nintendo a lot, like with that stuff, but like, and of course Microsoft. Of course we talked about that. Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm fat. When you're fat, your gun gets bigger too.
I know.
Basically, if your character just eats a bunch of food.
Eat a bunch of food, folks.
Wait, is he throwing a jar of gravy? No, okay, that's a Molotov cocktail.
Okay.
I thought he was throwing a jar of gravy. I was like, what the heck? It would have been amazing.
Yeah. Explosive. And when you get shot, he like blows, or he like pops. If you're fat like that. Rocks.
Literally throwing rocks.
So basically, get fat, folks. If you're in a war, remember to be very...
Yep.
See, you pop. If you're in a war, remember to get fat, because your guns will be bigger and cause more damage. Maybe we should have played this on the Wii version, because...
Because what?
Because, I mean, some of these issues we're having, like with the...
We're having issues?
Well, slight graphical issues. It like flashed some like lines and stuff. I don't think that happened while I was playing this on PS4, but like, we ain't playing this on PS4. We're playing this on a PS5. I ain't got a PS4 no more. I remember it was at a time when like PlayStation didn't really have a lot, like, there wasn't a lot of PS4 games that
were just ports.
Yeah, they weren't just ports or remakes or, and the original ones...
The Port Station 4.
Yes. It was just like, a lot of the games I played were like games I could also play on Xbox and Switch. At the time I sold my PS4, before I even got a PS5 or a Pro or a PS4 Pro. That's what that was one thing I was doing was like, if I was gonna get another PS4 type thing or game or system that could play PS4 games, I was either gonna get a PS4 Pro or a PS5, and obviously I went with the latter. Owie! I knew it was gonna happen at some point. Owie! But yeah, the whole Microsoft increasing their prices. It's like at least Nintendo was doing that with a new system and not just increasing the price of the Switch one. Increasing the price of their I
don't know why this came to mind, but I just love the part on Family Guy. When Peter's like, his arms are tiny.
Yeah.
And Dr. Hartman says, this book will explain it. A Farewell to Arms. And Peter says, oh my gosh, I fell in love with a nurse in World War I. He says, yeah, but there is no way you've read this. Like,
yeah. Now, see, they're being dropped off in certain places.
Yeah, that I get.
Yeah.
Is there a story behind each of the games in this one?
I'm sure there is. You probably have to like.
Only in the booklet?
It's probably, but I mean, in the games themselves, no. You just kind of have to figure it out, I guess.
I need to fix my belt. Frick! I need to fix my belt.
Where's his mouth is like wide open in the picture, his little icon picture.
Yeah.
Boing, 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 boing. I remember in the third game. Well, we'll get to it when we get to the third game. But remember, in the third game, they'll like capture one of your characters and you can't use them for a while. Third game definitely should have.
How do I get up there?
I don't know. They're just dumb. But
Yeah, how dare they get captured?
yeah.
I like how every single one of them was just an old Vietnam POW.
Yeah. I always thought they were just like hippies of some kind, because that's why their hair was like that.
No, the idea is they're POW. They've been captured for a good while.
Yeah. Marco.
Polo.
But but yeah, like Microsoft's things were even more questionable, and they're here in the U.S. They can't use the tariff. I mean, I'm sure they get some of their parts from other countries, but I mean, like they can't really use the tariff excuse because they make them here in the U.S. So it's a U.S. company. Like I just Kamehameha waves.
Or, yep, they're Kamehamehas.
Yeah. But oh yeah, this is where we officially fight the aliens. Heavy machine gun. I think at least one. I don't know if it's in this one, but it's like, yeah, right there. He's like, whoa, big. Whenever you get fat like that. But yeah, Microsoft. It almost feels like they're intentionally, like, trying to kill the Xbox. But anyway, Sony, I'm sure they're not too far behind. But as of right now, they're apparently in talks about it. But like, you know, everyone's like, "Don't you do it, Sony? Don't you do it?" Wee. Wait. You popped. I popped. You know, arcades are the original pay to win. Oh, I took your thing.
Piece of crap. Nathan would have liked the flea market I was at. There was a stack of copies of Matilda at one of the booths.
On VHS?
DVD.
Oh. Apparently he's been trying to, like, find the VHS copy.
I think... oh, yeah, there was a VHS copy at the Carm store.
Tell him that next time we see him, and you know he's like, why didn't you get it for me or something like that.
I didn't know he was looking for it.
Well, exactly, but he's probably still gonna say it. You should have got it, yeah. Mission complete. Let's see, is either this one or the next one the final mission? Okay, it's the next one because it would say final mission. If this was. Rocket launcher.
Yeah, rocket launcher. Is this final mission? It isn't.
No, it's not. This is mission 5.
Can't remember how many were in this game.
We'll see.
Pop shop and coffee.
You'll see in the whenever we play the third one, but like the third one definitely could have benefited from having splitting up the last mission.
Isn't the last mission like for this game like half an hour basically?
This one?
Which is no in the second one, like I mean
in the
for this series
third game you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. In the third game, isn't there a mission that's like a half an hour?
Yeah, it's like
really long for this series.
Yeah, like it's probably the longest of the series. Like But it feels like it could have been split up into like
two or three
levels, yeah. Like
you don't want to keep arcade missions lasting that long.
Yeah, that's a bit. I think they realized that, and they haven't really done it ever since. Metal Slug Advance is okay. I've played through it. It's about the length of roughly about the length of like one of these arcade games.
Metal Slug Advance.
Oh shoot! It's tempting. It's your fault actually for dying and tempting me.
Rocket launcher.
Don't laugh at my girlfriend here.
No, she's kind of bad though.
She is. But she salutes us.
No, like bad isn't good, like old school.
Oh, yeah. This is 90s, not 80s. Well, it's the future, actually.
Yeah, well, saying she kind of bad, though, came back. That's a good thing.
Oh, okay. I understand that they probably don't want to do just another arcade game, and, like, they probably want to do something different. If they have another mainline entry, but I wish they'd go back to having mainline entries because all the spin-offs have been
wild, that car there.
Yeah, all the spin-offs lately have just been like tactical RPGs and all that tactical stuff, like Metal Slug Tactics and Tic Tacs, and it's just some other stuff that just. It didn't really feel like Metal Slug, other than like graphics and name and characters, and basically Metal Slug, but not really. I wish they'd do more. Again, I understand because like when you play all these games in a row, you do feel like it's all. Like you've been there, done that. I mean, they changed some stuff up here and there, but I understand the feeling of that. But still, I think that at the very least, these are kind of short since they're arcade games. For the most part, they're short. But so whenever you move on to the next game, it's not like you're, it's not like you're playing games that take hours and hours to beat, except for 3. But yeah, I think that Metals, or I think they should, because apparently Metal Slug 3D was just such a disaster, or just wasn't very good, and that's why.
Metal Slug 3D.
Yeah, I talked about it. I think last time we played Metal Slug 1.
Yeah, I have no recollection.
Well, it came out on PS2, but it only came out in Japan, even though it has full English voice acting. Because I think it's because it didn't do very well, so they didn't feel like porting it, or they didn't bother porting it.
Rocket launcher.
But I feel like oh yeah, these things. Wait.
How do you activate those?
You gotta hit square on them. You gotta get in the right place. But I wish they'd have something like that, like they could have a modern shooter. Or, like a modern shooter with, fair prices and not... But anyway. Yeah, I just think that... I think if they turn red, they explode and it kills you. Or it can kill you if you're near. But, yeah, I just think that, I think if they want to try something different, they really need to do something like that again, just make it better. Like Metal Slug 3D, just do a better job at it, I guess you could say. Yeah. Wait. Mine. Just I think they could make probably not going to, but I think they can make another attempt at a Frogger game like Frogger The Great Quest. They just need to do a better job at it. Rocket launcher. Thank you.
Rocket launcher.
Rocket launcher. Yeah, you notice that freezes like that sometimes?
Yeah. Look at this game, though. Procedurally generated, native widescreen.
Do you see the world's being procedurally generated? Ow! That was mine. You took my heavy machine gun. Yeah, I think we're about to get to the final mission. Yeah, we've only like 26, almost 27 minutes in, and we're already at the final mission.
Hey, where's my phone at? Sorry, hold on. There it is.
Andrew wasting his time with
Holy
finding
crap,
his...
I thought I had lost this pocket knife. Why was it in your couch?
You probably dropped it in there. Lashed out of your hair.
I
Well.
thought I'd lost it at an event somewhere.
I thought I lost it forever. Alright, let's go. What about how many things that use that type of theme?
You know, if they cared enough to port this to the PS2 on PS4, why wouldn't they just make it native? It wouldn't be hard to put a darn, emulator on the PS5. It could run it perfectly.
Yeah.
Because this is a PS5 emulating a PS4 game.
That's emulating
a PS2 game, emulating a Neo Geo, essentially.
I feel like it ran a little better on Wii.
Well, yeah, because it was just a Wii game emulating a
Neo Geo.
and that was it.
Yeah.
So I think they're the Neo Geo ports. I don't think they're the native arcade ports.
Well, they might be.
Oh, this guy. Maybe it's the next one where he shows up a bunch.
Yeah, he shows up a few times.
Yeah.
There's one where he's like a robot or something.
Yeah.
Well, see, I think this might be the arcade versions because it, you get eaten by a whale.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know.
Well, the reason I say that is because I think in the Neo Geo ports, because I remember on Vita, I had the Neo Geo versions. They have the Neo Geo versions of 1 and 2 on there.
Yeah.
And the blood was gray. I guess almost looks sweat or something. Like a Mortal Kombat on SNES situation. But the home port, Neo Geo port was had gray blood or gray stuff coming out instead of blood.
Uh-huh.
So I'm wondering if this is, and since the blood is red here, I'm wondering if this is just the arcade versions. If this is just the arcade versions, more than one, plural. Plural crabs. Yes. What do you have something to tell me, businessman?
Businessman. Mm-hmm.
Businessman. I want a laser. And then again, these games have been out for a really long time. And then I think Metal Slug 6 or one of the games you work with these aliens to fight off other aliens. Aliens that are suspiciously in Metal Slug 6, It's aliens that look suspiciously like or suspiciously really colored like the black arms from Shadow the Hedgehog. Like almost looks like they took that design and just made their own thing.
Shadow the Hedgehog is in fact canon to the series.
Yes. But yeah, I kind of wish they do a little more. They do something a little different than just tic tac games with Metal Slug these days. Because they can do something different than just arcade length games. But they, I feel like a 3D game could work. Now, if they wanted to have the same level of like blood and sometimes gore in these games, they'd have to make it M-rated if they made it in 3D.
You take that that over there.
Thank you. And I took the rocket launcher as well.
Rocket launcher.
Ah! And of course, in this game, in some of these games, you always have to like work with the soldiers to fight off the aliens. But I think so far the Metal Slug 5 is canonically the latest in the series, in the mainline series. I don't know.
Wait, when does 6 take place?
I think like after 3 or something, but before 4. I think that's how it was. So if we wanted to play it canonically, we'd have to play somewhat out of order. But like, and then 7, which is which the enhanced version is XX. Or I guess you could say the non-DS version of 7 is Metal Slug XX. XXXXXX. XXXX. Hi, Rolf. So yeah. What was I gonna say?
Jeez.
So yeah, I think canonically, yeah, 5 is the latest in the series. Now I don't know if Tactics is
Tic Tacs.
Yeah, is canon or not, but those guys have cannons. Let's see. Gosh, I still remember. I was just thinking about this scene from Sonic Boom. When I get poop.
What?
I don't know. There's a scene from Sonic Boom I was just thinking about where like they kind of make fun of I guess it's supposed to be like they're making fun of like Buddhists at the airport or something because like ha 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 future Hitler dies. Or they take him, at least. Oh, jeez. We got a bigger threat now. Although it still has their symbol. Or I guess they took over. But, on, Sonic Boom, like whenever Cubot was like got a hold of something, and it made him like like he was lifting everyone in the air, like or something, lifting everything, and he said something like, "Join me, let us annoy everyone at the airport," or something like that.
Yep.
And apparently that's something like I think Buddhists do.
Mm-hmm.
You're talking like a song from The Lion King, or something like that on King of the Hill.
Yep.
And then we gotta destroy a bigger ship. A bigger ship.
Forgot about this one.
Oh yeah, this happens. And that's like when the soldiers come to help us. Well, help, quote unquote. Ah! No. Man, I'm really putting in all those skills. The Metal Slug. Everybody's helping. I can't remember. Do any of these games have 4-player?
I don't think so.
Because I was about to say, because I mean, you can. I mean, there's like 4 different characters you can choose from in this one. I think 6 has like the most amount of characters. He kamikaze.
Did you hear him say Allahu Akbar? Salazar, not Salad Ball.
Did you see that? Did you hear the explosions? It was like the explosions. The explosions.
Ech.
Oh yeah, right here. He's like. Great. It's mission all of. Oh, shoot. I am D B ES. You're S and K.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Metal Slug X. I wonder if they're gonna call. If they ever have a Metal Slug 8 or something, or whatever future Metal Slug game, and then they re-release it, are they going to call it Metal Slug XXX?
Yes.
And that was... It took us almost 40 minutes to beat it. This game was fun. Graphics action. I have a graphical glitch there. As it said, See, what's up with that art style right there? His head is a banana.
He's a banana.
His head is not as banana-ish, but you know, it's on the way. He's got a chin. You know, it's weird people having chins. But then he's got balls on his chin. Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, hopefully electricity won't go out this time. Oh yeah, there's that dude underwater, I guess. Wizard Andy. Yeah, I remember last time we played Metal Slug 1, it was like the electricity was like, oh, yep, we're going out now. Pierre. Hiya. Produce.
There's a video like it's sped up, and the message just says, Or it's got 3 guys, and they're, big old plates of rice and curry.
Yeah.
And they're like, scooping it up in their mouths, trying to eat real fast, and it says the last one to finish has to wear deodorant, and it's a bunch of Indian guys.
The Metal Slug going, ugh. There's the end. The future is now. Sync.
SNK.
Supernautical peace forever. Well,
until the next game.
Yeah. Alright, folks. Well, that was Metal Slug X.
Which is really the preferred version of 2.
Yeah. Let's see. Hold on. I want to go back. I want to just show, like, the first level, I guess. Just to kind of show what it's like. Whenever it loads back. I just want to show a little bit of what the original version was like, the first level. Isn't he hot?
I didn't realize these were all supposed to take place in the future. Like, even the future from now.
Yeah. Metal Slug 2. Two. Let's use the Goyles for this one level.
For what?
Oh, for Metal Slug 2.
Oh, just to play one level's worth?
Yeah, they're just gonna play one level. See, like, daytime.
Well, I hit start.
Well, hit square. Yeah. Yeah, see, you fight off these guys and...
This is already better, though. I get to offend people.
I don't know if that's strictly the reason why they did that, though. I think that may have just been part of it. I think they also improved on some things.
The music's still a banger, though.
Yeah. Yeah, this music is in, you can play this music is, you can play in some levels in, what do you call it, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Because there's an SNK character, and, like, they have music from various SNK series.
Which SNK character is it?
Terry, or someone from, I think he's in both Final Fight and, something else. I'm trying to remember.
No.
It's an SNK fighting series, or there's a couple of them. And
do they have Streets of Rage, or is it someone else?
I think maybe something else. Campbell.
Wow!
See, I didn't die as the guy. I'm dying right now as a girl. That just shows you that girl power. Oh. I'm just joshing around. I wonder what they say. I guess it really didn't make too much sense to have those guys, though, because...
Were they only in this level?
I think so. I think so.
It would be funny if I could have caused the camel to blow up.
Yeah. The guy waves a white flag, and I guess they don't have victory poses. Okay. I just want to read this real quick, just to... Yeah, see, this level looks a little different out here. It's nighttime now. Well, you know. Let's see, it's a revised version of Metal Slug 2, titled Metal Slug X, was released on March 1999 for the Neo Geo MVS. It fixed problems with slowdown present in Metal Slug 2 and increased the difficulty. Metal Slug X also introduces a few new enemies to Metal Slug 2 game system, New weapons and items were added, such as the ion lasered. I'm pretty sure this person's spelling was not the best. And drop shot. The enemy placement and bosses were rearranged as well. So yeah, that's from what at least what that person said. That I just wanted to show off a little bit of a difference there, just to show you that
Yeah.
But anyway, folks, that was Metal Slug 2 and and now we have Metal Slug 2 having this PNG problem. I don't know, it's weird. But join us next time as we play a different game, but at some point we'll play Metal Slug 3, and then at some point 4, and at some point 5, and at some point 6, and at some point game options, and at some point gallery. Anyway, what Andrew has to say is...
Rocket launcher.